Alright guys, I'm headed out. I'm going up to Downton Park by Bluff Ridge, or no, Flat Top Ridge and then Bluff Ridge across about 11 miles today. And I'm going to camp. And then I'll head back down Cedar Ridge tomorrow. It should be a strenuous day, but not a god-awful day. I'm going to go up and make camp. Hopefully I won't freeze to death. I got me a warm base layer, and I've got my mid layer, I've got my puffy jacket, so hopefully I can stay comfortable, get some food in me after a while. I'm not going to video a whole lot of this trip. This is just a shakedown trip to kind of see how my equipment's going to work. It may be a long night, or I may sleep really good. We'll find out. So, hopefully I'll talk to you in a while. I'll video before I head up the trail. Like I said, I probably won't video a whole lot going up, but we'll see. I did not bring a tripod or anything with me, so I'm not going to make some kind of fancy video. And I'll hopefully give a little bit of video, me setting up camp, show some of my equipment. Hopefully this tent's going to work really good. I'm excited, a little nervous. It'll be my first solo trip overnight. I've not done that since I was in high school. And I had a dog companion that used to follow me on camping trips then, but that was a long time ago. So wish me luck. See you shortly. I'm up here at the top of Downton Park. Just got to the apex of the trail. I got about a couple more miles to go. There was so much blowdown back over toward Alligator or Flat Rock Ridge and Bluff Ridge that way that it took me forever to go 3 miles. I finally had to get on the parkway and go around some of it. Anyway, I'm up here. Looks like there's a fire brewing back off to the west. I don't know what's going on there. Of course, somebody was out burning when they had a band going on. It never fails. Sorry, I'm still getting rid of the cough. But I'm here. My legs are rubber, and I'm headed for the camp. Talk to you in a bit. Good morning, guys. Well, this back here was my home for the night. Good old number 80 in Dowden Park. Didn't leave any trash. Picked up after myself, got everything packed, and I'm off to the bottom of the mountain. I gotta find some water. I had about 4 liters total yesterday to cook and everything, and I ran out this morning. I made coffee instead of breakfast, so I'm looking for some water as soon as I can, and I'm gonna stop and make something to eat. But anyway, I lived through the night. I stayed warm. I was impressed with the Cedar Summit sleeping pad I got. Of course, it was a lower R rating, and I bought this thing to kind of help with that. So I stayed warm. I am not complaining a bit. Got a El Cheapo base layer off of Amazon. It kept me warm. Sleeping bag. God, that sleeping bag's 15 years old, and it kept me warm. I'm happy with it. It's a synthetic feel, but who knows. Anyway, the Coleman is carrying pretty good. It's the only thing I could pack all my winter stuff in, or my cold weather stuff rather. This is not winter gear by any means of the imagination, but I'm off, and I'll talk to you later. Hey guys, that was a great trip. Hiked up Flat Top Ridge to Bluff Mountain. Hiked across Bluff Mountain as far as I could. I had to get on the parkway. Apparently ice storm up there a few weeks ago, and it was just tree after tree after tree. I finally had to get off trail and hit the parkway for a mile or so over to Alligator Back, because it was just impassable in some spots. I had to go around, and it took forever. I wasted a lot of time, so I didn't get a lot of video in camp. I took a few pictures and did the best I could. Anyway, it was a great shakedown trip. My equipment did well, except for my backpack. My backpack just, it killed me the second day. I didn't realize it. It felt like it was carrying pretty well, but it's an old pack, probably 14 years old, an old Coleman I bought at Walmart ages ago, and it's just not suited to carry for very long. It just really isn't. But I had a great trip, and I've started the Outdoor Vitals 100-mile challenge. This is going into week 3. Not been able to do a whole lot. My wife had carpal tunnel surgery 2 weeks ago. Last week my mother passed away, and this past week I worked because I missed so much work. I just had to get back to working and get my bank account built up so that I can do some backpacking this summer. Anyway, stick with me. It's going to be great. Hopefully I'll get more video and have a lot more content in the near future when I get back to my regular routine. So I'll see you out there. Remember, clean up after yourself. The Park Service and the Forest Service are going to be stretched tight this year. Politically, they're messing with our public lands, and they're just going to put a whole lot more on the park rangers and the Forest Service people that are out there. No seasonal employees are going to be hired this year, so
keep them in your thoughts. And when you're out there, clean up after yourself and maybe clean up after somebody else that's not mindful enough to do it themselves. Anyway, stick with me. I'll see you out there. This is Old Man Hikes. Bye.